Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video today. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's give you a pricing update. Probably one of our most favorite things to do every single month. Let's take a look at Model 3 versus Model Y prices because it has fluctuated over the past month, and some of these vehicles are a much better deal than others. We're talking, of course, the Model Y old and busted versus the Model 3. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla via a credit union. And if you've got a question, you can send me a DM in the Patreon app down below in the description, because I respond to all DMs in the Patreon app. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So what we did, we took a look at Tesla inventory because it is the end of the month right now. Of course, it's the end of the second month. It's still not the end of the quarter, and that's next month, which is going to be March. So it's going to be an interesting time, but inventory has decreased a bunch for the Tesla Model Y. And so what we did is we take a look at a bunch of different vehicles out there, the most cheapest, most inexpensive vehicles and trims with the biggest discounts for Model 3s and Model Ys. And we try to compare and stack them all to really see which one is the best deal. Like this one right here, a Model Y long range all-wheel drive, $7,330 discount. And the beauty with this one, just like all of them, is this is before the Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where you can save $500 to $2,500 off of a Tesla vehicle. But here it is, and we put all of these vehicles on our best deal spreadsheet down below in the description, where you can see all the different best deals for Model Y and Model 3. And here is the price comparison. So let's blow this up just a little bit. We've got Model 3, the Model 3 Highland on the left side, and we've got the Model Y on the right side. Of course, the current version that is not going to be the new Model Y Juniper refresh or anything like that. And the crazy thing with this is you got to remember, on like the Model 3 side, there's two different types of pricing here. There's $2,500 if you're using a referral code to get if you're financing or paying cash, or if you're just leasing, then you could see that it's only $500. So we could really essentially add $2,500 to all of these and really see what the difference is between these two vehicles. And it really goes to show that actually a Model Y is almost a better deal across the board. It still is the better deal across the board, even if you add on the $2,500 discount. But I guess we'll look at it in a sense of leasing, but I feel like a lot of people look at it on a sense of financing or paying cash. So maybe we'll leave this $2,500 in the referral box right here. But on the left side here, we've got Model 3 long range, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and performance. And these are the cheapest, most inexpensive, most discounted vehicles that you can find in inventory. And then, of course, you got the tax credit and the referral code credit. And you got the adjusted price right here, and the difference between the two of them from Model 3 to Model Y in the center column in the middle. On the right side, we've got Model Y long range rear-wheel drive at a price of $40,430, long range all-wheel drive $42,990, and Model Y performance at $45,370. And of course, then you stack on the $7,500 federal tax credit and the referral code discount, just like the one down below in the description, where on the Model Y, it's only $500. And this is the difference between the two of them. So you can see that Model 3 is still expensive, more expensive across all the different trims versus the Model Y. And so if you're looking to buy essentially the better deal at the moment, then yes, a Model Y hands down is going to be where you're going to be saving a lot of money. And kind of my recommendation, if you're brand new to the brand, maybe it could be worth it, because we know a Model Model Y Juniper refresh is not going to have a deal at least for 6 months. My prediction is going to be maybe Q4 for a deal for the Model Y Juniper refresh. But you can see it going from the current Model 3 performance to the current Model Y performance, it is going to be a $8,140 difference. So Model Y performance is definitely going to be a better deal if you go for this one. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff across the board. I mean, going from long range all-wheel drive on a Model 3 to Model Y, you're going to be saving $4,160. And going from a Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive to a Model Y long range rear-wheel drive, that's $1,170. But here's some of the vehicles that are the best deals out there. Model 3 all-wheel drive, $2,340 off. We've got Model 3 Performance, as we predicted, because now there's 2025 Model 3 performances on the ground. So Tesla has essentially increased the discount for all the different Model 3 performances up to $4,000, give or take that range, maybe even they like this one, $4,480 off. We've got this Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive, $2,890 off. We've got a Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive, $6,000 off. It seems like the high threshold right now on the older Model Y that is still new is $6,000 to $7,000 off. And you see a crazy price like this, $26,430, but that of course is because we have the gas savings included in. If you take that out, then the purchase price is $32,430, which is crazy on a long-range rear-wheel drive in inventory that you can get. Essentially, if you could stack on the military discount, it's going to be as close or very close to a $1,000 or $31,000, which is a pretty crazy vehicle when you consider that this is probably one of the more inexpensive lower builds for the Tesla Model Y. Here's another Model Y Performance, $6,120 off. Here's another one, same thing actually, an all-wheel drive long range, $7,210 off. An all-wheel drive that's red, $7,140 off, even though this one is a 7-seater with black interior. And then, of course, another long-range all-wheel drive 7-seater at $7,330 off. These are like the biggest discounts that you can find at the moment. And so certainly very interesting. And so let us know, are you looking to buy a Tesla right now at the end of this quarter, or are you waiting and seeing to see what happens in March, or more importantly, what's going to be happening in Q2 as we get to the end of that quarter? Because there's a lot more vehicles that seem to be getting released that is going to have effects on, of course, the older Model Y, legacy Model Y, and of course the new one. And maybe there's going to be more affordable models coming out very, very soon as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. So you've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And 3W Liners, as you know, it's one of our favorite on the channel. They let us know that they've got to get rid of these older Model 3 trunk mats and front mats, and so they gave us a 50% off code. We put it down below in the description and also right here in the live stream chat as well. Another quick announcement, we're going to be going to Tesla Corsa on March 1st, and so if you're interested in joining us as well, definitely check out the link right there. If you don't know what Tesla Corsa is, it is basically a track date for Tesla enthusiasts that there's 3 different levels to it: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And so if you wanted to ever check out a track track day with your Tesla vehicle, certainly definitely check it out at Tesla Corsa. We're going, and of course, this is going to be our first time tracking and definitely tracking our Tesla Model 3 performance. And so it's going to be a very, very interesting time. All right, thanks for coming in, LG. Great to see you. Cyber Gamer, great to see you. Omar, thanks for coming in. Chris, Alex, Brent, and thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. In this next topic, giveaway alert. There's an insane Cyber Roadster that is going to be given away. You might have seen this vehicle on social media. Of course, it's an intense build for sure, but Cyber Hooligan actually built this vehicle and they're building another one on top of it, and they are giving it away. It took him 2 years to build this vehicle. It's in a crazy candy apple red, as you can see right here in the pictures. Of course, the giveaway, you do have to jump through some hoops and buy merch and all these different things, one of those type of giveaways, but it's a 60-day giveaway or 59-day giveaway where you can be able to get into this vehicle and potentially win this vehicle right off the bat. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you interested in winning a crazy vehicle like this? I think early on last year, we were able to see this vehicle in person before it got the paint job. And definitely it is an intense vehicle seeing it in person for whichever it may be. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Lease versus finance on the Model 3. That is a great question. And to help you answer that question, on our deal spreadsheet down below in the description, you can find that we keep track of the lease interest rates for all the different vehicles. And so if you're going to be leasing, definitely be mindful, because when you lease a vehicle, there also is a interest rate. And so on the Model 3 long range all-wheel drive, you can see it is the lowest interest rate at 3%. You can see this down below on our deal spreadsheet on page 3 or tab 3, where you can find all these different interest rates. But really, it depends on you as a person. Are you someone that switches through vehicles more often? Then I would say definitely lease, like 4 to 5 years. Like if you switch vehicles every 3 to 4 to 5 years. But certainly, of course, if you're just getting your feet wet, lease is also great as well, because then you don't have to be obligated to buy it at the end. You could just turn it into Tesla and not have to worry about it. But certainly, it is very two different options before sure. Cyber, can't wait for the deals. Tesla deals will have to offer on the regular Juniper. Yeah, I mean, it's only time will tell, right? Just like how we have discounts on the Model 3 right now, there will definitely be discounts on the non-launch edition Model Y. And my prediction is September, which is going to be that first month of Q4, because that's just how that's how the cookie crumbles. Chris, I just want non-launch. Hopefully we can order next month. Yeah, but hopefully, I really think it's going to be an April-May time frame for non-launch. Alex, how long does it take for your referral credit to arrive? It's usually pretty quick from once the person takes delivery, and so that's usually how quick it is. Waiting for Thursday night specials on end of month. Old and busted, Brent. Yeah, 100%. It seems like what Tesla's doing is they're just slightly increasing the inventory discounts, and that's why we're seeing more discounts in this $5,000 to $7,000 range. I'm not sure at the end of this month right now. It's already the 20th. I'm not sure they're going to be releasing any sort of incentive to boost the deliveries, but you never know. I would love to be wrong and Tesla just rips the Band-Aid off and releases like a 0% or 0.99%. I mean, I've definitely seen Tesla do crazy stuff like that. And so I would love to be back on later tonight to tell you all that is happening, but fingers crossed for sure. Any recommendations on pet dog seat cover for the Model Y Juniper? A user, I would give it time on that one because Tesla hasn't released theirs yet. I would imagine the old one fits, but I would give it time on that one because you got to give it some time for the Chinese companies and all those other accessory companies to make one for the new Model Y Juniper that actually fits. Zachary, do you think they will do full self-driving transfer this year for Hardware 3 owners? I think in Q4, I bet they could see something like that. Chris, Rivian 599 at least a good deal. I mean, on the surface level, the 599 looks great. And of course, don't forget to use a Rivian referral code like the one down below in the description. But then you take a look at it, it's a big down payment, like $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 off. The cool thing is that if you switch to 24-month, it stays the same or around the same payment. So if you just want something with a least amount of obligation, then that could be a great option for you. And this next topic, We've got a new video. Tesla Gigafactories have released a new production line or new video of the production line from Giga Berlin that shows it being converted from the old and busted Tesla Model Y to the brand new Tesla Model Y line. We've got some pictures, we've got some videos of it rolling off of the line of the new Model Y, which is fantastic because I think tomorrow or today, whenever you're watching this, we've got our first deliveries of the new Model Y refresh going to customers in Europe and also in China as well. So very exciting to see, as we will probably get way more reviews of this Model Y across the board because, of course, number one best-selling vehicle, it is going to get into the hands of more vehicles across the world, and people are going to talk about it. Talk about this feature, which is the new front camera on the new Model Y that will show you lines depending on how you're turning, which is a feature just like with the current Cybertruck. And of course, there will be a front headlight washer as well. Or like this feature, how people are saying already in these initial reviews that the sound system on the new Model Y is way better than even the new Model 3. And of course, definitely way better than the current Model Y. Sawyer says, I've heard multiple people say that the new Model Y sound system is better than the new Model 3s, despite the fact that the new Model 3 has 17 total speakers, including 2 subwoofers, while the new Model Y has 16 total speakers and only 1 subwoofer. And on top of that, the look of it, you can see we've got this metal grate, which we saw in our video when we go in to take a look at it. It is definitely a looker for sure for the new Model Y. And great news, if you're in the Los Angeles area, there is now a new link where you can go book your test drive for the new Tesla Model Y Juniper yourself. We talked about the other day how Bay Area has it, and now Los Angeles has it as well. So I'll go ahead and paste that link right there in the live stream comments so you can take a look at it and book your own test drive event as well. We've got North Hollywood, Los Angeles, Newport Beach, and San Diego UTC. Of course, here's the details of it if you want to take a look at it. On top of that, we of course booked ours, and fingers crossed, maybe we do it tomorrow, maybe we do it this weekend, but can't wait to actually finally drive one and really see how all the reviews and what everybody talks about on how comfortable this new Model Y is, or maybe it isn't at the end of the day. And I know a lot of you might have orders for the Model Y and you might be looking for accessories and everything. Well, great news to Jawa, one of our favorite Tesla accessory companies. They've created a collection where you can find all the different accessories that they've already proven to fit and test fitted because they have an office in China and of course was able to get access to the Model Y Juniper, and you can see all the different accessories that you can get for your brand new Model Y. So definitely shout out to Jawa for always creating good stuff. We of course love their phone mount, and definitely check out the link and of course the discount code right there so you can save money down below in the description. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Plaid, will the Tesla Roadster ever come out? It does. If it does, will have less range, like the Cybertruck versus the Unfeel? Oh yeah, for sure. They definitely switched their stance. I feel like they were Tesla over the past, 5-10 years, they always shot for the moon and say hey, the vehicle is going to be coming out. It's going to have all these crazy stats. And then of course, when it actually came out, it was a little lackluster. And I think they've tried to temper that, but we'll see. And I mean, certainly I think the Roadster is supposed to come out this year or next year, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Tesla is probably more focused on vehicles that sell more in volume because it just makes more sense. Timothy, will the 2425 Highland Model 3 be able to handle unsupervised full self-driving? Great question, Timothy. I have no idea, actually. Tesla card, something's got to give. Both US factories are still making the old Model Y, and it doesn't look like they're selling many at all. Interesting, yeah, because you're probably seeing the same drone footage that it looks like it's still making the old one, and now they've got the AI, or they've got the robotaxi driving the vehicles off the lot or onto the staging areas, and yeah, they probably are still making the old one, and the new one still hasn't been delivered yet, and delivery ranges have been pushed like March. Will, let's roll that intro again. Sure, why not? Zyro, which Tesla model, Model Y, Model 3, or another, provides the best balance between cost, range, and passenger comfort for a taxi fleet? I would say maybe even a depreciated Model X, or maybe a new Model Y that's been depreciated, because I don't know what the schematics are for Uber, but I feel like certain models you can do Uber Black, which might make more sense and might be more of a return for you as a driver, or maybe if you're renting it out to other people as a driver as well. Let's see what else we got. In this next topic, please watch this now or watch this now before buying a Tesla mobile connector. We've tried to been on our soapbox a little bit because we see videos, pictures just like this. What you're looking at right here is a plug for the Tesla mobile connector. The mobile connector is not made for daily use at all. And even if you do want to do that, you have to make sure you get the right plug that can handle the in, out, and frequency of plugging in a charger or not. I know you're about to buy a Tesla and you want to save as much money as possible because you plunked down a bunch of money possible on a new Tesla, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And so looking at these two options, like a 275 charger versus like a 420 wall connector, you might feel like, hey, this is all I need. But really, I would definitely recommend trying to get the wall connector instead, or paying someone that knows exactly what they're doing and installs the right plug, because this nightmare might happen to you. And there's been plenty of videos and pictures of this posted online. And even Bearded Tesla made a video about a similar thing where it almost caught fire with the plug because it's just not made for frequent unplugging and plugging in, and not made for electric charging just for some of those loads. So certainly I would definitely recommend at least going with a wall connector, at least like the 421 or even like the universal wall connector at 550. I know it's a little bit of a step up, but there are some gains from this that could have some ROI. Like it is definitely faster charging and made for daily use. Like the wall connector gives up to 44 miles of range, or 44 miles an hour of range added to your vehicle. And if you're looking for installation in the Southern California area, definitely check out our friend Smart Plug EV. The owner Mario is a friend, and he's done plenty of work on our house to install chargers. So if you're looking to get it installed, you can text this number right here, 323-788-5849. And I really like Mario because he is a Tesla authorized installer, so you get more warranty and much, much more. So definitely check out Mario at Smart Plug EV on their Yelp link, and let us know which charger you have gone with. I've certainly gone through a ton of different chargers. Well, not a ton, but certainly we went with Wallbox first. We didn't like that. It kept airing out with Tesla. I tried to be smart and get a charger that would be more sustainable. And then I went with the wall connector at 420. And then I wanted to upgrade even more because we did have a other EV at the time, and I wanted to have a vehicle or charger with the J1772 plug. So now we ended up with the universal one, which I think is the most sustainable, because there's all this talk of back feeding your battery into, or your electric vehicle back into your house, power share and everything. So it really does make sense to just get the universal wall charger at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Daniel, think about getting the Cybertruck or a Model Y non-launch, but lean towards the new Model Y because of price. Although some CT prices have come down enough to consider because of power share. Daniel, exactly. And as more Cybertrucks get sold, the price gets sold, the price of the used ones will definitely keep getting lower and lower. So I think what you'll probably need to do, I mean, you really can't make a decision yet. Once the Cybertruck is released in that mid time frame, maybe like a rear-wheel drive one, and maybe once the Model Y non-launch gets released, then it will be a decision between the two of them, and you'll probably find that the Cybertruck is a better value deal at the end of the day. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya. So congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much. And I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get. And that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation. And I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below, or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian. But my favorite, all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel, and let's get on to the next topic.